The National Security Advisor, Major General Babagana Munguno, retired, has warned state governors employing the use of thugs to prevent opposition from mounting campaign materials in their domains that security agencies will soon descend on them. Anchoring the ministerial briefing at the State House today, he further warned that there will be no hiding place for the perpetrators when the law enforcement agencies take steps. The NSA, who was reacting to reports of state governors implementing policies that prevent the presence of opposition campaign materials in their states, blamed the action on what he called inferiority complex. Again, he cautioned the governors to restrain their thugs in what he describes as a cabal regime, reminding that the President Muhammadu Buhari had given clear directives that the 2023 election must be free, fair, and credible. On the persistent attacks on INEC offices, particularly after he had promised to deal decisively with the attackers, he reiterates the threat with an assurance that they will get there. Justice Nyang Eko of the Federal High Court in Abuja has affirmed Adebutu as the governorship candidate of the PDP in Ogun State. They said that Jimmy Lawal was lacking reliable and credible evidence. Lawal, who contested the May 25 governorship primary election of PDP, had challenged the emergence of Adebutu, alleging that an invalid delegates list was fraudulently used by the PDP to conduct the election. Lawal had prayed that the purported primary be cancelled and another conducted with the authentic ad hoc delegates. Delivering judgment, Justice Eko described Lawal as a spoiler, having joined the PDP in March from the All Progressives Congress APC and participated in governorship primary held in May. The court also held that the delegates list, which Lawal challenged, is the same list approved by the PDP and the Independent National Electoral Commission, which was used during the primaries, which Adebutu emerged as the candidate of the party. Labour Party in Ogun State has dismissed the Director General of the Presidential Campaign Council of the party, Doyin Okupe, and 10 others over issues concerning violation of the party's constitution and what they called political rascality, high-handedness, and financial recklessness. The chairman of the party in the state, Michael Ashade, who read the press release jointly signed by him and the party secretary in the state, Feishola Michael, said stakeholders can no longer tolerate his excesses. They also listed 10 other members of the party that they have dismissed and want the national leadership to take appropriate action and replace the Director General of the Presidential Campaign Council with a northerner in order to reflect the national character. The Lawyers for Reform Group, LRG, has called on President Muhammadu Buhari to, as a matter of urgency, remove and prosecute the executive director of the Nigerian Export-Import Bank, NEXIM, based on what they refer to as fraudulent violations of CBN's mandatory statutory law for banking appointments. The call was made during the protest by groups at the National Assembly entrance gate Thursday morning. The group had on Thursday morning at the National Assembly entrance staged a protest demanding the investigation of the 2019 unimplemented Senate report by the Senator Samuel Anyanwu 13-man-led Committee on Ethics, Privileges and Public Petition submitted in 2018, which indicted the executive director of the Nigeria Export-Import Bank, Stella Eguvugene Oketete. The protesters called on the Senate to act accordingly with the Order 41 subsection 3 of the Senate Rule and the Central Bank of Nigeria's Act regulations in handling the highly sensitive position.
An arrant disgrace and monumental embarrassment to the government of the President Muhammadu Buhari that pride itself as anti-corruption crusader. Nigeria and the entire all-rich Niger Delta region, where we have more than 1,000 well-educated intellectual dons like Aruma Ote, the Abatwigwe of this world, to mention a few, compared to the ridiculous and inexperienced Stella Okotete. Consequently, the likes of Stella Okotete appointment are a resultant negative effect of our retrogression and economic downturn as a nation, debasing us as a poverty capital of the world, and most recently announced by the National Bureau of Statistics, rated us that over 90 million Nigerians are living in abject poverty as a result of such unqualified people like Stella Okotete's appointment with total intellectual emptiness in the handling of highly sensitive positions in our various aims of national affairs and state and corporate affairs. Hence, in compliance with the Central Bank of Nigerian Act regulation and Order 4 sub 3 of the Senate Rule, and by the reason of her lack of capacity not to have served in the banking service for 18 years and must have risen to the level of a general manager within 2 years, hence, she is not fit and merit to continue to hold the executive director